guys, welcome back to our playthrough of Disco Elysium. In the last episode, we got a lot of information. We need to make Titus give up the Ruby's location, which we're going to do today. But we're also going to talk to the scab. We also fucked Kuno. We can't do Kuno's storyline because I'm an idiot and picked the wrong question. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking stupid. We get it. Oh, well. My empathy is all the way up, and his check mark is blocked for me, so we'll never know what happened to poor Kuno, the most irritating boy in the world. Not that I actually care. So, if you do enjoy this episode, remember to like and subscribe, and we'll get into it. We're going to go to the scab leader and ask him about the tattoos, who's actually an actor who is actually one of the guard people. Sup, dude?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Are you a mercenary hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab.
Sure, bud.
I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
You hear a tiny rattle. A small radio, cracking somewhere. An earpiece. I'm going to interpret that as a yes.
Right.
There's a tribunal, and it won't be long until it's ready.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now.
Ooh.
Somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
I think you may be able to help me out decipher these
Don't
tattoos.
think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
Actually, I think we should maybe even get going now.
He clearly does not think poking the hornet's nest is a wise plan anymore.
Okay. Let's save and see what happens. Let's save another time. Right here. Let's do a new save as well. So we have 2 saves. Let's see.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame!
Oh, it went away. Oh. Well, fuck me, I guess. Some things never work out for me. I wonder if we would have got murdered right then and there. Probably. I'll have to look that up some other time. Aye. I just can't ever choose the right answers, guys. Sorry. Let's talk to him.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to her. Now I need to talk about
Why?
Ruby. Because she's your real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off!
I'm gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads to Laylee's kill.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
Let's try it.
A
Yes.
sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex.
Oh, I forgot to do the...
The hostel cafeteria is lit
window.
by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go for the fresh air for one smoke?
No.
And the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
And you do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinaise. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a secret route in the kitchen that lays straight to the roof.
Oh.
Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From here, the door leads to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Have you noticed the winch out back? I also found footprints upstairs in the workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Recent, a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that, Cop. Good news is, I'm still listening.
Guess what? Remember that key I found
I
here?
don't like guessing, Cop. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old. Faded. It'd been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. Andy knows it.
What's this?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
There's a pinball machine workshop still operating.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
We can
Wow,
pinball.
man, can we? I mean...
Get the pinballs down. Let's have fun.
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right, all right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
We've finally established Ruby could have accessed the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not even you militia monkeys have those. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
Calm. That's exactly what it means.
That wasn't strong.
Fuck! There are weapons like this just lying around in Martinaise.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cell in a bookshop. It was hidden there with others just like
20,
it.
maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
That's a goddamn breech loader, too. Find one that works, and you got a military-grade weapon that shoots jacketed ammunition.
Exactly.
He sees it. This is coming together. He must. Time to really close the deal. Show them the bullet.
This is the bullet that did it. A 4.46 millimeter. The Belle Margava used the same
The
caliber.
blonde man looks at the mushroomed Deathbringer in the evidence bag and says,
Yeah, the bitch is jacketed all right. 4mm too.
Whoa.
Well, goddamn. It's not proof, but it's a possible murder weapon. Close to her. Too damn close. You have been thorough. I'll give you that.
Local pawn shop. Maybe it was
You
her.
lost your gun?
Oh shit.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
No.
Sure. Take your sorry ass out of here. Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun.
I know!
You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
Right. I didn't say I'd prove she had a murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Easy now, Al. This
I
is
hate my life. I'm doing the wrong shit.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the
And I
cover-up.
suppose you have a theory on
She
that.
could have just been covering up for She could just be covering up for herself,
Think
Titus.
about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks?
See?
Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Let's assume you
He
killed him.
scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on a trial with your friends as a part of a lynch mob or alone for committing
The
murder?
man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
She told me some interesting things about Ruby.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for
A
Kelly.
thing? You mean?
Behind his squinting eyes, dominoes are falling. Fast. It's all beginning to make sense to him now.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Okay, Angus.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
What Kim said.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
Jesus.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Said she made advances on her and she throttled them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
She just told us Ruby made her scared and she spilled the beans.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others.
Okay.
You can still be a hardy.
Okay.
But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
And then, boss, use us to cover it up? I mean, that's just fucked up.
If it's true. But it's not, right?
When she came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know what was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition.
Is
you know,
it?
women talk to women.
To know that someone was murdered?
Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Eugene wants a woman on the team so they can do their job. That must be hard. Half of Martinaise is female.
Yes, female intuition, that's what it is. You're right,
Yeah.
Eugene.
Wishful thinking has no place in a police investigation. A more serious consideration that you wish to avoid is that she knew what happened because she did it.
Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you? Yeah, there's... Things don't add up.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Ew.
This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared
I
of?
told you. You.
As in the RCM.
No, you.
Oh!
As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No wonder she's afraid. I have to come declare the ending of human experiment. She probably knew me from my singing
Yeah,
thing.
that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I
Not
thought
me
she
limping.
was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Stop what?
Until you have something on her.
What?
She said she's heard of you from Jamrock.
Oh.
That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Anything else? Anything?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Oof.
Scared. You should be too.
Right?
A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Do you have any clues on where she went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
No,
She's not,
Glenn. Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast. Past the waterlock. She's not here. So, I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
Do you know what she's doing with the Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it'll do.
Have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding
Thanks,
a piece of
Titus.
unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
You should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men. The Jamrock Shuffle. In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Okay. What are the other ones we can have? Okay, fuck this place. Revachol is in the ruins. I don't know. I want one that opens more empathy. See, and I'm concerned. What do we have? It's for psychic. Psi, right? Royale. I'm sorry, I'm looking what it gives. Homosexual underground. Why don't I have that? How do I get that? I need the learning cap to raise. All FYS learning caps raised by 1, which is what we don't need. Physical instruments. Oh, we already have Cop of this Apocalypse, which Willem Lamillion. Do we have that? -1 logic. Okay. Initialize. 4 hours, 30 minutes. Okay. Where we're gonna go from here, I've been thinking about thy missing gun. Obviously, yes.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That ruby of yours?
Yeah, and?
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
That one?
No, they didn't.
So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
The bullet jackets, these don't just lie around everywhere, do they?
Good point. It is rather rare these days.
It turned out the
do
bullet was
continue.
antique?
True. Strange how you conducted the whole advanced ballistics analysis and then hand-waved it.
I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know.
Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy.
God.
The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
I don't know what you guys want me to do. Oh. We did put a thought into... Oh, he's sitting over here by himself. That's interesting. Tommy, where are you? We did get an empathy check. Let me talk to you.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
In his eyes,
At least this one
an
did.
our familiar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar
It's
how?
hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
What's in the
Excuse
southwest?
me?
A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve.
Really? You can tell me.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way.
Wow.
Waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
The Aura?
The Aura of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Deviantart, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What's it like to miss
What's
someone?
it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, Copman? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I think I miss someone, but I don't know who
I
it is.
feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone, and I know it wasn't easy to ask. I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Thanks. And then while we're here, why is this man sitting here by himself? Where'd our old boy go?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
He died?
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Gone where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out.
What the fuck?
The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
Yes, he was about to head home. 'Cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He has doubts, but right now, he just wants to move on and not think about it.
I offer my sincere condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is, part of life really. But to know someone for 79 years,
Jeez.
then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore. About anything really. But you must need something.
I was gonna ask him about Maybell.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like insulindian lilies.
Why didn't he like
There
them?
were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called
already asked him
them
about
the
this.
bells of revolution. I guess in the end, the insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore. Yes? What about René?
Yes.
It is what I just don't know anymore. Officer.
Okay. Poor Renee. Okay, what I wanted to do is come in here real quick. What do we need for this?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Interfacing. Okay, let's see if we have anything that gives interfacing. Interfacing +1. facing is yellow. Okay. Now anything that gives us negative that. Okay. Now let's look at our chances again.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40-month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee.
Okay. Let us save. And we'll try it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
Isabel Sadie.
Indeed. To be honest, it does look very convincing. The calligraphy is close to superb. It might as well be her actual signature, but it's not. And the document will be nullified if she disputes it. That means Everard will have to start over.
Right.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta.
Okay. Put the envelope in the mailbox of the plaza. Okay. Okay. So we're moving on with that. That's good.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
No response. He's having trouble. A moment passes.
What about me?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You don't look like other
That's
people
because
around
I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side.
Kim
It's not an interesting
Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi. Kitsuragi Kim. Okay. What is
It's
Seoul?
a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
It is interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about
You're
Seoul.
barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Seoul. Like Seoul? Seoul? Korea? Okay.
A point of pride to him. He's glad to have shut down your question.
Good.
Okay. So let us travel here quickly and put this in our little mailbox, friend. That's over here. Right here.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito,
And
bullet
you-
holes, and an RCM sticker.
I knew we get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard.
Right?
You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
Exactly. Let us go to Everard. Because I don't think it's him. I think it's his brother. And we haven't seen that man in how many days? Oh, what's this? Oh, Van Eyck. I'm trying to find my missing gun to make sure I'm not the murderer. If I'm the murderer, guys, I'm very depressed. That's like been my running thought, is that I'm the murderer. And that really
A
depresses me.
file cabinet standard drawer. So
Because if I am the murderer, I will be so sad. Renee died over here last night, which is depressing.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, "Take it. It's just there." Who cares? It's not like anyone's gonna need it.
Oh my god.
Generally speaking, it would be dishonorable to take it. But then, it looks like a military uniform, and wearing that is very honorable.
Oh my god.
So, a conflict of honor. It's up to you.
I suppose Renee is not going to be needing it anymore. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though.
This is gonna take my shit to the next level.
Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes, okay?
Okay. Let me see. Reaction speed. What do these give me? So this is the jacket. Look at us. Actually, we'll keep these on. This is the outfit. This is the outfit, guys. I'm thinking. I should put these on when I was talking to him. Let's go see Mr. Everard. Oh wait, do you think we could open this with our thing? With our multi-tool? I doubt it, but...
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Do we have anything for rhetoric? We just got dressed, but you know. That's minus. +1. Oh my goodness, we have so many clothes. Rhetoric's blue, right? And nothing giving us minus. Take that sucker off. Let's see.
You're back before the cargo container.
I mean, we could try this
its
one.
Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
We might as well try.
And, as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind. You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions, with some puzzlement.
Aye. Well, that sucks, but it was worth a shot. Oh, let's put this back. What do I do with this? What happened to our tape player?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers, without resistance or sound. The two panels move at your hand.
Let's not say fucking kill yourself. Because he might just do it. Oh. Yes? Oh. It's because I'm clicking the other button. What do you have to say? We haven't talked to you in a minute.
Oh, hey, mister.
Okay. Let's go in here. Sup?
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success.
Yeah.
That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes.
Your face.
Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
I done mailed the signature you asked
The
me to
Golden
mail.
Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this.
Of
My
course.
friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinaise a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Oof.
We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
See? Forging that signature really paid off.
It did.
Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Did you can I get my gun
Harry,
now?
I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Where is
An
it?
old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun is still with the woman who bought it from
Yes,
Rory.
the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
What the
There
fuck?
it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the satisfaction.
Can you set up a
I
meeting?
already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours
Sheesh.
till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Did you order the hangman killed?
Order it. You know my men didn't kill him. They told you. It was a happy accident. You know how it is. No one takes the initiative. If I wanted him dead, I would have had to do it myself. And I'm too fat for that.
Why are you so fat?
Glad you asked. I've got type 2 diabetes because sugar and fat was all my mother had to give me and my brother Edgar when we were kids. Good job too, as it made me ugly.
Oh.
And ugly people, Harry, are much better at politics.
What do you gain from him being
Why,
dead?
a war, of course.
Huh?
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
Have you heard that 2 giant Syrian hornets can do an entire colony of bees? They'll destroy it.
It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? They swarm and blanket it entirely until it suffers a massive heat stroke and dies.
He crosses his hands contently, thinking of the interior temperature of the wasp rising.
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1, and that's just Martinaise. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How's this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war.
Okay.
Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait. Is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance.
What?
Tits from her arsehole. It's a local saying.
Actually, no, it's not.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry.
Okay.
Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything. We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinaise and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Right?
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column.
Okay.
We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off Risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine,
Okay.
usually apricot flavored.
Ew.
And risperazole
I like
is
apricots,
used
but
to
that
treat
sounds worse.
severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
What
But
the
if I
fuck?
were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinaise.
He's basically admitting to it.
Is Ruby helping you secure the fantastic
Harry,
share?
if I was supplying raw materials to drug manufacturers, I would need an army of rubies.
Understood.
Interesting stuff. I just want to solve this
You
murder.
know why you're such a good detective, Harry? You don't get sidetracked.
I do
you
get sidetracked.
care about the people you're supposed to protect, not some systems that may or may not be unethical. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbour's turnover, just like the harbour is, but a small part of Martinaise.
Go on.
Let's look at the big picture. Martinaise as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight.
Oh, so it's communism.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys. Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinaise and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering?
It's not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Nah, enough flags for kings.
Harry, the future I have in store for Martinaise will have all the macho aesthetics you love so much. The crowns, the guns.
I don't want...
I will even slip in a skull and bones for you, my friend.
Oh yeah, skull and bones.
Oh yeah.
Skull and bones on the Revacholian flag. The Revacholian Death Squad. Oh yeah. The visual image has completely bedazzled you. You're 100% with Everard now.
Who killed the hangman?
No idea. Could have been his own mother for all I know. If you ever find the guy, give him a big fat kiss from Everard Clare. Couldn't have done it without him.
He really doesn't know. A guy, huh?
How do you know it's a guy?
I don't. I told you it could have been his own mother. I'm pretty sure it wasn't anyone from the Union. Maybe it was the mob. Or maybe he killed himself because he was a closet socialist. Truth is, I simply don't know.
He really doesn't.
How many of you guys are in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
The signatures I got, I know you're planning to force them out with construction
Harry,
noise.
by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinaise.
You're a weirdo.
And they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth centre
to get
supermarket church
experience
complex. Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Low-income housing, even if it's part of this true, then why not?
I accept your salute, Harry. All of it is true. I've got the centre, I've got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
Oh, my mouse died. That is unfortunate.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain.
Now this sounds crazy, but I don't know where my mouse's shit is. Where I put it. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Okay.
And then there will be a giant statue of him, towering above it all.
Will you erect a statue
I'm
of
not
yourself?
a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinaise rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
Once you got this, you can rely on my vote. I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job.
Oh, Joyce.
Just
okay.
like yours is to keep the peace.
There we go.
A true flash of anger in him, as he thinks of her.
Can I ask you about specific
We're
union
way
members?
past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry. You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we've truly built a bridge between Martinaise and Jamrock today.
Have we?
We have united the RCM and the Debardeurs Union. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
I finished investigating the local drug trade.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Actually, Revachol doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. It's probably just a small nuisance to him.
Well, we know
Not
he
even
doesn't.
a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Few questions about the harbor.
I'm always happy to educate and entertain. Very nice, Harry.
Goodbye. From pigs. Ask me about... Find the murder weapon. Okay. And we have 1 point. And where are we at? 22%. Okay. I assume this is who they said to talk to.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer and all, and personally, I think the more people keeping the peace, the better.
You seem to know everyone around here. I want to ask you about someone.
Mr. Everett doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But who did you want to talk about?
Edgar.
Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does. But a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revachol, they say. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Right now, it's Mr. Everett's turn to look after the union. But last year he spent a whole winter in South Africa. Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back before the trees were green again.
South Safari. A lot of bulk chemical manufacturing going on there. A lot of cargo shipments being made too.
Tell me about Manana.
He's a union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Everett sometimes.
Doesn't do much.
Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him. Yes, they do. I think that's what he does. He makes everyone feel a little better.
What about Measurehead?
Whoa, he's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't really understand most of what he's saying. Actually, I don't think he would like me running my mouth about him like that. Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight with some union men. I think he really believes Jean-Luc was a dragon because he ran right off. Another time he almost killed another guy, but I shouldn't talk about that.
What about Titus?
Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably filled with salt water, I tell you. Nice, friendly sort, old Titus is.
What about Everard?
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everard would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister.
What about Renee?
The night guard. He was a peculiar fellow. Headstrong and proud. We didn't really talk all that much. He died recently. Something with his ticker. Sure, mister. What can Leo do for you?
Okay, Leo. Thank you so much. You've been the most wonderful help. This I want to get into.
You're back with...
But I don't have enough points for that right now. We may need to do something, who knows. So let us get out of here. And go up here. We don't have that many quests to do, and I thought poor Kuno. And well, not poor Kuno. I mean, he's an asshole. Manana has nothing else to say to us, right?
Hola, wondering.
Okay. Let's check on Joyce and that girl I was talking about. The skull girl. I said I would check on her last time. Also, isn't there a thing right here? Yeah, this.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why must we...
I wonder what you can see there. Let's go up. Hello.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Piss, you know, and fuck the world sent me
I
their
don't
best.
believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners.
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
They seem to hold you in high esteem.
They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place.
Skulls are cool. Can I be a skull?
Fat chance.
Oh.
But you can still do your part to revitalize the neighborhood.
How's that?
She throws you a conspiratorial glance, then presses her finger to her lips and squints up at the sky, as though straining to hear something in the distance.
Have you noticed the quiet? Every so often, you might hear a gunshot pierce the air somewhere in Jamrock. But in Martinaise, no gunshots, no sirens.
Okay.
The people are languishing in boredom and complacency. This place is a sepulchre. We'll paint it red. We bring the raucous. You bring the sirens.
She's making a valiant effort to come off as a nihilist, but she's really just an angry little commie.
Right.
No wonder she was talking about the streets flowing red. That's what happened during the revolution.
So tell me, what is it like being a skull and a communist?
You got me, pig shit. I don't make for a very good skull. I like animals too much. Simians and pigs. But I'm still gonna write some damn good graffiti-o on this wall.
Her voice sounds different when she speaks this candidly. Older somehow.
I ain't no...
Actually...
We weren't put on...
Okay. Well, she has nothing to tell me. What's up here? Nothing. What? What's in here? This is the apartment building, right? Oh yeah, the coal room. What's in here? Oh. Money.
You hear a poor communard.
Do I have to? Do you have?
Let's go.
It's generate a poor.
Do I have? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
It's
Oh. What's this thing? I'm just making sure. We're just backtracking right now.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
Hero of the working
Whoever
class.
lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm.
Yeah, who lives here?
There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems. I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution.
Who lives here? And why is it important? Like, why does it have a light-up section? Is my question. Questions we may never know the answer to. Like, who lives, like, down in here? Who's down in here?
The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear someone inside.
I want to figure out who got the cup. Was that ever a thing? Turn back the wheels of time. And the victim's tattoos is all we have left before we do the Ruby thing. I don't know who else we would ask about the tattoos, to be honest. Oh, she's not here. What? Why isn't she here? Is she not here during the day? I thought she was. Now I'm confused.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
Look closer
The
first.
faded marks are too
Where?
degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Look, bullet
Where?
holes. Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
Like from the revolution?
Yes, the one that happened half a century ago.
What are they talking
Those
about?
bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation by officers of civil law.
What can you tell me about
Not
it?
much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Let me look. Man from Hell James series. The rest are locked, right? Or are these all the ones we've done? I can't tell. Oh my gosh, why is it so hard to scroll on this thing? Smoker on the balcony, sells Kim Kitsuraji live. Renee. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna travel this way. And see. So we can ask about her. We're gonna ask about Ruby in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.